Is the board visible, Dishank?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Write down the next topic. Binary multiplication. Binary multiplication. Now, in the last lecture, we had seen how are we supposed to perform the addition of two numbers and how to perform the addition with respect to 2's complement. So if a number, both the numbers are positive, we are not supposed to take the 2's complement. We just have to take the binary number and then perform the addition directly of the binary number. If a number is positive and the second number is negative, so whichever number is negative, we are supposed to take the binary 2's complement of the negative number, add it with the binary of the first number and keep the result as it is. Do not convert result back into the 2's complement. Now in today's lecture, we will see binary multiplication. Okay. Now we have two types of binary multiplication. It is signed numbers and unsigned number. Now, what is the difference? If a number is negative, we call it as a signed number, and if a number is positive, we call it as unsigned number. So, we'll see multiplication of binary unsigned number, and we'll also see multiplication of binary signed number. That means one of the number will be negative, but here if it is unsigned, both the numbers will always be positive for multiplication. Okay, take down the first question. Multiply 1011 1011 with 1101. So we have both the numbers which are binary. We have to perform multiplication of first number with the second number. Okay. So whichever is the first number, we call that number as multiplicand and it is denoted as M. I repeat, the first number which is used in the multiplication is always called as multiplicand and it is denoted by M. The second number used for the multiplication is called as multiplier and it is denoted by Q. Okay. So the first number is multiplicand, second number is multiplier. Multiplicand is denoted by M and multiplier is denoted by Q. Make a note somewhere in your book because this is very important and it will be used for unsigned binary multiplication as well as for signed binary multiplication. So the first number is always denoted as M, which is called as multiplicand, and the second number is always denoted by Q, which is called as multiplier. So what will be the decimal of 1011? The decimal of 1011 is, what is the decimal of 1011?
13.
13.
11.
11.
11.
11. Sorry.
First number is 11. And what is the decimal of the second number? 13. So what
13.
we are multiplying 11 with 13. So the first number is multiplicand and the second number 13 is multiplier. Now do you know how do we multiply? 1 into 1 is 1. Then what do we do directly? Should we take this 0 or we multiply this 1 with all the remaining digits of the first number?
You have to multiply 1 with all the digits.
Yes, we have to multiply 1 with all the digits of the first number. Again, second digit of second number is multiplied with all the digits of first number. Third digit of second number is multiplied with all the digits of first number. Fourth digit of the second number is multiplied with all the digits of first number. After that, what do we do is, whatever we get over here, for the final result, we have to perform addition. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So start doing along with me. Check the result.
Ma'am, what is B0, B1, B2, B3?
Binary 0, binary 1, binary 2, binary 3. That is the 0th bit, first bit, second bit, third bit, like this. It is not necessary to mention that, but it is just that it is a 4-bit number that we are multiplying with a 4-bit number. So we have multiplication of two 4-bit numbers. So my n is equal to 4 bits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is everyone getting same? 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 0, 0, 1 into 1, 1. Then put across 0 into 1, 0, 0 into 1, 0, 0 into 0, 0, 0 into 1 again, 0. For the third digit, double cross 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 0, 0, 1 into 1, 1. Then for the last digit, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 0, 0, and again 1 into 1, 1. Then we have done addition column wise. 1 plus all 0 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 0 with carry 1. But 0 plus 1 is 1 and the carry written over here is 1. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1, 0 with carry 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, 0 with carry 1. And then 1 plus 1, 0, and the last carry 1 which is generated. So what do we do is, the answer or the result should always be 2 into n. Now what is your n? It is 4. So 2 into 4 is how much? 8. So we have to consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits for your result. Is this understood? Your n is 4 bits. How did you identify it as 4 bits? Because you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 bits in the question. To calculate the result, your result should always be 2 into n, where your n is 4. So 2 into 4 is 8. So your result should have 8 bits. So we have to keep carry as it is. We do not have to discard the carry. Yes.
Then what if the multiplier and multiplicand don't have the same number of digits?
If multiplier will always have, both the numbers will always have same number of digit. If it is not there, what we are supposed to assume is, if suppose you have 11101 over here, you have to take 0 over here for the multiplication. Okay. But mostly it will not happen so. But even if it has such type of question, for the previous bit or for the multiplicand, you have to append 0. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we have to do same thing but using an algorithm. You will not get such type of questions in exam, but to do the same questions you have to make use of an algorithm. Okay. So we'll first write the algorithm and then we will solve using the algorithm. So write down algorithm for unsigned binary multiplication. Algorithm for unsigned binary multiplication. Now in exam, you might get a question to solve using algorithm, or you might get only question to draw the flowchart or write the algorithm. So both can be expected. So you have to by heart the algorithm also, and you have to do the sums also based on the algorithm. Anything can be asked either for 8 marks or for 4 marks. Start drawing with me. Those who can't see, I will read out for them. Start, carry is equal to 0. M is equal to, keep this blank. If you know, write down, otherwise I'm going to ask. Q is equal to blank, write down if you know. This is cycles is equal to N. Cycles is equal to N, where N stands for number of bits. Then Q0 is equal to 0. Q0 equal to 0. If it is yes, R shift. R shift is nothing but right shift. So you write completely right shift, RIGHT. If Q0 is equal to 0, you will write right shift, carry, comma, AC, comma, Q. Right shift, carry, comma, AC, comma, Q. Then cycles is equal to cycle minus 1. Cycles is equal to cycle minus 1. Then cycle is equal to 0. If it is yes, end. If it is no, go back to Q0 is equal to 0. And if your Q0 is equal to 0 is no, then you have to do AC is equal to AC plus M. What are these terms? I will tell you. Just wait. Draw first and then I'll explain you. I am reading, those who cannot see. Start, carry is equal to 0. M is equal to, Q is equal to, cycles is equal to N. Q0 is equal to 0. If yes, right shift, carry, AC and Q. Cycles is equal to cycle minus 1. Cycle equal to 0. If yes, end. If no, go back to Q0 equal to 0. And if Q0 is not 0, do AC is equal to AC plus N. And then come back here.
मैम
Yes.
मैम ये R shift के पहले वो Y लिखा है.
हाँ, yes. Y is for yes, N is for no. Again here Y is for yes, N is for no. So if you write Y, it is okay. If you write complete yes, that is also okay. This is the flow chart for binary unsigned multiplication. Flow chart for binary unsigned multiplication. Unsigned means both the numbers which we are going to multiply will be positive. Therefore, it is unsigned. A question may come in the exam. Draw and explain this flow chart for binary unsigned multiplication. So you have to draw this flow chart, and then whatever I explain, you have to explain in the same way. Is the drawing completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Should I start, everybody, or is anybody drawing? Okay. Let us see now. What are we going to do? We are multiplying two numbers. Now we know that the first number we call it as M, and the second number with which we are multiplying we call it as Q. So M stands for multiplicand. So what is this M over here in the flow chart? It is nothing but multiplicand. And the second number with which we multiply is called as Q, which is also called as multiplier. So the Q is called as multiplier. So if I have a number 11 into 13, my 11 is nothing but multiplicand and 13 is nothing but multiplier. Okay. Now in this algorithm, you will find the word called as AC. What is this AC? It stands for accumulator. Now what is this accumulator? Whenever we perform any operation, the result of that operation is stored in an accumulator. If you see the diagram of the CPU in the first lesson, inside a CPU, you have a component called as accumulator. And if you remember, I had told you accumulator is a place where you store the result. Okay. So whenever we will multiply these two numbers, where is the result going to get stored? The result will be getting stored into accumulator. So the AC that you find over here and the AC that you find over here is nothing but the accumulator, which is used for storing the result. So initially, before I start this operation, my accumulator is 0. As in when I perform my multiplication, the value of accumulator will keep on changing. But when I start the multiplication, my accumulator will always be 0. Now this depends, the number of 0 depends upon number of n, or it depends on n. So if I have told you in the question that multiply 11 into 13 by n is equal to 4. N is equal to 4 means 4 bits. The size of the register will be 4 bits. In addition, we had seen that the size of the register was 8 bits. So we wanted the result also in 8 bit. Similarly here, we'll have the size of a register as 4 bit, and that register size is denoted as n. So what I will have is, I have to represent 11 in how many bits? 4 bits. I have to represent 13 how many bits? Into 4 bits. So similarly, your accumulator will be also in 4 bits. So initially it will be 4, 0. And then when you keep on performing multiplication, it will keep on changing. But initially it will be zeros, and how many zeros depending upon the size of the register given in the question. If it is not given, you have to assume it as 4. Many a times it will be 4 or it will be 5. But if it is not mentioned, like how we are using in addition as 8, in multiplication you have to use it as 4 bits. Okay. So this AC which you can see is nothing but the accumulator which is used to store the result. And initially the size of the accumulator will be 4 bits. That is, all the 4 will be 0. But as soon as you keep on processing and you keep on multiplying, it will keep on changing. Now what is there in the start? Your carry must be initialized to 0. Okay. So what is the value of carry? Every time initially it should always be 0. After that, m should be multiplicand. So what will your m be? M will always be the first number, which is 11. Next, your q should be multiplier. That is your second number, which is q, should be the multiplier, which is 13. Cycles is equal to n. How many cycles you have to perform? The size of your n. How much is your n? It is 4. So how many cycles you will perform? You will perform total 4 cycles to get the result of 11 into 30. Is this clear up till here? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I repeat, initially carry will always be 0. Let it be any number. If I take number 12 into 12, carry will always be 0. Multiplicand will be the first number, that is 12. Multiplier will be the second number, that is again 12. Your cycles will be equal to n. What is your n? The size of your register. If it is mentioned as 4, you will use 4. If it is mentioned as 5, you will use 5. But if it is not mentioned, your n will always be equal to 4. And your cycles will also be equal to 4. Okay. Now what is happening? I have a number which is, I have a number 11 into 13. I have n is equal to 4. So I have to represent this 11 in how many bits? 4 bits. What is 11 in 4 bits? With 8, 4, 2, 1. It is 8 plus 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. So this is the binary of your 11. 1, 0, 1, 1. Yes or no? So I have represented 11 into 4 bits. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now what are these 4 bits? The first one is your M0. Second one is M1. Third bit is M2 and fourth bit is M3. Why did I write M0, M1, M2 and M? Why have I used M? Because multiplicand, or M stands for multiplicand, and the number 11 is multiplicand. Therefore, I have used M0, M1, M2 and M3. For 13, what am I going to use is Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. Why? Because it is multiplier, and multiplier is represented with Q. So what is binary of 13? It is 8, 1, 1, 0, 1. So the first 1 is Q0, then the second 0 is Q1, then Q2 and then Q3. Okay. So why again I have used Q everywhere? Because this number is the multiplier, and multiplier is denoted with Q. Therefore, I have written Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So the value of Q0 is 1. Value of Q1 is 0. Value of Q2 is 1 and value of Q3 is 1. Value of M0 is 1. Value of M1 is 1. Value of M2 is 0 and value of M3 is 1. From where did I get this binary numbers? It is nothing but the decimal converted into binary in the given question. Is this understood up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is this Q0 is equal to 0? It is nothing but the first bit of your multiplier. So if this first bit is 0, what you have to do is you have to follow this. Okay. But if it is not 0, what you have to do is you have to go this way and then follow this. Is this understood? I repeat, for 13, the binary is 1101, where this is the Q0 bit. So when I come here at this point in my algorithm, what I have to check is Q0 equal to 0? So I have to check the Q0. Is it equal to 0? No, it is not. So if it is not, what I have to do is I have to do AC is equal to AC plus N. What is AC? It is my accumulator. What is the value of accumulator up till here? It is 0, 0, 0, 0. What I have to do is I have to add 0, 0, 0, 0 with M. What is my M? My M is 1011. So I have to add with 1011. Whatever result I get, I have to store that result where? I have to store that result in accumulator again. Okay. When I have to do this step, when my Q0 bit is not equal to 0. But if it is equal to 0, that means if it is 0, what I have to do is I have to perform right shift. Right shift of what numbers? Right shift of carry, right shift of accumulator, and right shift of Q. Okay. How this right shift is to be performed, that I will teach you when we start the sum. Okay. So just remember, when the Q0 is 0, you do not have to do this addition. You have to directly do the right shift. But if at all this is 1, you have to first perform this addition and then come back and do the right shift. Okay. After that, what you have to do is you have to reduce the cycle. Reduce the cycle means till here you have completed the first cycle. After that, you have to do cycle is equal to cycle minus 1. So how many cycles you have? 4. Up till here, 4 minus 1. So your new cycle is 3. That means you have completed first cycle, and now onwards you will perform the second cycle. You will stop when your cycle becomes 0. That means when this cycle becomes 0, you are supposed to end, and whatever you get will be the result. But if suppose your cycle does not reach to 0, you have to keep on checking the value of Q0 and make the cycle equal to 0. Is this understood? Whatever result you get at the end will be nothing but the multiplication of 11 into 13 in binary. Is it understood up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what we have to do at the start, accumulator will be 0. The number of bits in the accumulator will be depending upon the size of your register. It will be 4 if it is not specified. But if it is specified, take it as 5. You have to make 5 zeros. Okay. Then your carry will be initially 0. As soon as you keep on processing, your carry might change or it might remain 0 only, depending upon this addition. Your multiplicand will be the first number, which is M0, M1, M2, M3. Multiplier will be Q, denoted as Q0, Q1, Q2, and Q3. Your cycles will be number of bits, and you have to keep on doing this algorithm till your cycle becomes 0. Once your cycle becomes 0, whatever answer you have get in your accumulator and whatever answer you get into your Q is considered to be as a final result. Okay. Now let us see by solving one example. Write down the question. Show multiplication of two numbers 13 and 14. Two numbers 13 and 14 using 4-bit register. Using 4-bit register. Now, isn't the question written anywhere that you have to use unsigned algorithm or signed algorithm? No. So how you are supposed to assume? By checking the number. Since both the numbers are positive, you cannot use binary signed algorithm. You have to make use of binary unsigned algorithm. So in the exam also, it will nowhere be mentioned that you have to use this algorithm or that algorithm. You have to look at the question. If both the numbers are positive, you have to straight away use unsigned algorithm. And if any one is negative or both are negative, you have to make use of signed algorithm. Okay, so it will not be given in the question that which algorithm is to be used. Yes.
Ma'am, if it will be negative, so we don't have to convert it into 2's complement. No?
I will show you that when we do the binary signed multiplication algorithm. Okay. Right now we are not doing that, so let us not go into it. Okay. But in positive numbers or in unsigned, we do not have to convert it back into 2's or 1's. Any whatever you get in accumulator and whatever you get in Q will be considered as a final result. Okay. Now, what is the initial step that we have to do over here is identify M, identify Q, write the value of AC, write the value of C, and write the value of cycle. This is the first step that you have to do when you start doing the algorithm. Okay. So tell me, what is your M? It is the first number, which is 13. So multiplicand is 13. What is multiplier? The second number, which is 14. As soon as you write this, immediately convert it into binary. Why? Because we are doing multiplication of a binary numbers. So convert 13 into binary. It will be 1101. And for this, it will be 1110. Is this correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now next is assign the value of AC. What is AC? It is nothing but accumulator. So since it is initially, since it is an initial step, so your value of accumulator will be 0. But how many 0? Depending upon the size of my register. What is the size of my register? 4 bits. So how many 0 I have to use? I have to use 4 0. Okay. Next is C. What is C? It is nothing but carry. Initially, according to algorithm, what is there? Your carry should be equal to 0. So your carry will be equal to 0. What is the value of cycle? If you see in the algorithm, it is written cycle is equal to n. How many n do you have? 4. So your cycle, how many cycles you will have? You will have cycles as 4. Is this clear up till here? So we have started the algorithm. We have completed the first box where I have assigned carry as 0, m as 13, q as 14, accumulator as all the zeros, and carry is equal to 0. Is this clear up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the next step is we start doing the actual multiplication. Now when you solve this algorithm, you have to make different columns. The first column is for the carry. The first column is for the carry. Second is for the accumulator. Third is for your multiplier. And the last, you write it as operation. You have to follow this column method only to solve this such type of algorithms. Okay. If it is not there in this method, you will not get any marks even if your final answer is correct. You have to follow this 4 column step. Okay. First is carry, then you have accumulator, then you have Q, and then you have operation. Okay. So let us begin. What is the value of carry initially? It is
0.
What is the value of accumulator? 0.
0.
But how many bits? It is equal to 4. So how many 0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. What is my Q? It is multiplier. What it is? 1110. What I will write? 1110. Yes or no? Correct up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now what is the algorithm telling? Check the value of Q0. What is my Q0? This is Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. Can you see that on the board? I have written Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. Now what I have to check whether Q0 is 0 or not. Is it 0?
Yes.
Yes.
Ma'am.
So if it is 0, what operation I have to perform? Right shift. Yes or no? As it is written in the algorithm, if Q0 is equal to 0, you have to perform right shift. Right shift of what? Right shift of carry, accumulator and Q. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what is this is your right side and this is your left side. Okay. So I have to do right shift. Right shift means I have to shift the bits on the right side. Which bits? Q bit, AC bit and the carry bit. So what I will do is this one, I have to shift it to the right, right? So this 0 will go out. This 1 will come here. this one will come here, this one will come here. I have to take this 0 over here, second 0 on first place, third 0 on second place, fourth 0 on third place, then this carry over here. I do not have anything on the carry, so I will append 0 over here. Did you understood what did I do in the right shift? Your first bit will be discarded, that is removed out. Your 1 will shift here, this 1 will shift here, this 1 will shift here. I have to represent it in the 4 bits. So what will I do is I will take this 0 over here. This 0 is shifted at first place, this at second place, this at third place, and this at fourth place. Again, I cannot keep this empty, so I will append it with 0. Is the right shift understood to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the first bit is discarded. All the remaining bits will be shifted. If you do not have anything over here, you have to append it with 0. Is this clear? So with this, we have completed our first cycle. Why? Because after right shift, what I have to do is cycle is equal to cycle minus 1. So how many more cycles I have to do? 4 minus 1. 1 is completed. So I have to do more 3 cycles. So what it is telling, if cycle is not is equal to 0. What is my cycle right now? Cycle is equal to 3. Is it equal to 0? No. So where I have to go is, I have to go to Q0 is equal to 0. So now what is my new Q0? It is 1. Why? Because I have to consider the latest operation that is being done. Are you understanding? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the value of new Q0 over here? The value of new Q0 is 1. Now what I have to do, if the value of Q0 is 1, will I do direct right shift or will I do AC is equal to AC plus M?
AC is equals to AC plus M.
AC plus M, yes. Why? Because if Q0 is not 0, you have to do AC is equal to AC plus M. So what I have to do first, AC is equal to AC plus M. Let us do AC is equal to AC plus M. What is the value of AC?
0.
All zeros.
Zeros.
All zeros. Okay, you have to take the value of AC from here now. Why? Because you have changed it. It might happen that sometimes it is 0001. So whenever you perform this operation, you have to consider the latest value of AC. So what is the latest value of AC? 0000. What is the value of M? It is 1101.
1.
1101. What I have to do is add 0 plus 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So what did I get? New 1101. Where am I supposed to store this result? Into AC. Why? Because AC is equal to AC plus M. So the result of this AC plus M has to be stored in AC. So where I will copy this 1101, I am supposed to copy this 1101 at AC. So 1101 copied as it is. Okay. In this step, I will copy my Q0 also as it is. So copy 0111 as it is. Copy the carry as it is. Now after this, what I have to do is I have to come back and do what? Right shift, carry, AC and Q. So what do I do is right shift, AC, C and Q. So what will I do is this one will go out. This one will come here, 1, 1, 0. I want one more bit. So I will take this one over here. This 0 over here, 1, 1 and this 0. Since I do not have anything, so I will append it with 0. So with this, I have completed my cycle 2. Is this understood up till here?
मैम
Yes.
मैम इधर 0 तो है नहीं तो R shift कैसे करेंगे मैम?
किधर 0 नहीं है?
इधर
इधर?
हाँ उधर
हाँ,
0 तो
एल्गोरिथम देखो, एल्गोरिथम क्या बोल रहा है? अगर Q0 इज इक्वल टू 0 नहीं है तो AC इज इक्वल टू AC प्लस M करो. उसके बाद एरो किधर जा रहा है? राइट शिफ्ट पे. डिड यू ड्रॉ दैट एरो इन द एल्गोरिथम?
yes ma'am.
हाँ, so what is it? If Q0 is not 0, you have to do AC is equal to AC plus M. और वो करने के बाद वापस आके राइट शिफ्ट करो. तो हमने क्या किया? AC is equal to AC plus M किया, उसके बाद राइट शिफ्ट किया और फिर साइकिल खत्म किया.
Okay ma'am.
Understood?
Yes ma'am.
Yes. Now again, what is the new value of cycle? The new value of cycle is 2. So can I stop my algorithm over here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
What I have to do is go and check the value of Q0. What is the new value of Q0? 1. What I have to do, is it equal to 0?
No, ma'am.
So what I have to do is again add AC is equal to AC plus M. What is my AC? 0, 1, 1, 0. So write 0, 1, 1, 0. What is my M? 1, 1, 0, 1. 1, 1, 0, 1. Add them. What do I get? 1, 1, 0, 1. 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 0, 1. What do I get? 1, 1, 0, 0 with a carry 1. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So where will I write that carry 1? I will write it inside the carry. Where will I write 0, 0, 1, 1? I will write it into new AC. And I will copy this Q as it is. After that, can I stop over here?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
R shift. R shift. R shift.
We have to do right shift. So how will you do right shift? 1. This 1 will be discarded. 1, 0, 1, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1 and then 0. So with this I complete my step number 3. Is this understood up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is my new value of a cycle now?
3.
What 3?
Cycle number 3.
Cycle 3 minus 1, 4 minus 3.
1.
1. So I have to do how many cycle? Only one more cycle. So can you do that one more cycle for me? Do it in the book. Is it understood up till here?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
start doing the 4th cycle in the book and then I will erase the first one and write it for you, the 4th cycle.
Do we have to write M and Q up here?
First
You
step,
have
ma'am.
to write. This is I have written because I erased the previous part. I have written for my understanding. You have written no, it is M, Q, C, AC and carry initially. So no need to write it over here again.
And where do we have to write the cycles?
You can write cycle next to carry. This writing of cycle is not important. Even if you don't write, you will get marks. But this why I am writing just so that you understand. Once if you are habited, if you do not write, it is okay. Or you can also make one more column over here before carry as cycle. That is also
It will have 4, 3, 2, 1. Na?
okay. Write 4, 3, 2, 1, whatever you want. Both will do. Therefore, I am telling writing cycle is not important. Counting those cycle is important. So why are we writing? So that we remember the count. Do the 4th cycle. Every time, whichever operation you perform, see to it that you write the name of the operation. Because if you do not write, you will never understand which operation you have performed. And if by mistake you take the wrong AC, entire sum will go wrong. And here the marks are on the steps, like how you have in your maths. Anyone who has completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Say, let us start the 4th cycle. What should I write at carry? Give me the final answer.
Final answer carry is 0.
Okay. What is AC?
1, 0, 1, 1.
0, 1.
No, ma'am. 1, 0, 1, 1.
1, 0, 1, 1.
And Q is equals to 0, 1, 1, 0.
0, 1, 1, 0. Okay. So you have done AC is equal to AC plus M. And then the right shift answer is this. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us see now. We have 1 in the previous cycle at Q0. So what do? Is we do AC is equal to AC plus M. What is my AC? 1, 0, 0, 1. So I write 1, 0, 0, 1. I add it with M. What is that? 1, 1, 0, 1. What is the result? 1, 1, 0, 1. 0, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1. So I get carry as 1, this as 0, 1, 1, 0, and Q is copied as it is. So when I shift, this is getting deleted 0, 1, 1, 0, then 1, 1, 0, 1 and 0. Correct. So what is your final result? The contents in AC and the content in your Q is considered to be your final result. So how are you supposed to write result after you finish this step? You will write product AC as 1011 and Q as 0110. 10110110, correct. So this is how you will complete your sum. If you have done every step up till here, you get complete full marks. Is this clear? You do not have to convert this number into decimal again. You have to keep the result as it is. Is this clear up till here, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Is everyone getting
Yes,
the
ma'am.
same answer? So now is my cycle is equal to 0? So once when
Yes, ma'am.
once I have reached cycle is equal to 0, I have to end there. So whatever contents I get in AC, write it as it is. Whatever contents I get in Q, write it as it is, and that is nothing but your final product. Is this understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Take one more question. We have done 11 into 13, no? No, sorry, 13 into 14. Take next question. Show multiplication of two numbers 11 and 13 using 4-bit register. Using 4-bit register. Can you all do this on your own?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you repeat the question?
In the first step, we identify M, we'll identify Q, we will write the contents of accumulator, we will write the value, initial value of carry, and we'll write the number of cycles. After our first step is completed, we will draw this columns, 4 columns. First for carry, then for your accumulator, then for your multiplier, and the last one for your operations. And you will keep on doing all the operations as we have done today. Okay. So you all solve this. In the next lecture, I will do this same sum again so that we can verify our results. Okay. Take down one more question. Show the multiplication of two numbers 7 into 3 using 4-bit register. 7 into 3 using 4-bit register. Okay, so you have to do both the sum in your homework as your homework, and we'll discuss both the sum in the next lecture.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, can you share first sum through from textbook, because I didn't understood from.
Okay, see, in the textbook, the third step is wrong. I can show you in the textbook. If you see the third step, the accumulator of AC is wrong. So if I share you, you will get confused. So if you want, I will write the correct answer in a paper and I will share the photo of it in the classroom. Will that do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So with this, we end today and we have completed with scan copy of the book. Yes, I have shared the first scan copy of first chapter. As soon as I complete second chapter, I will share the second copy also. Why I am not sharing the second chapter? Because many a times intermediate steps results are wrong. So for you not getting confused, I am not sharing the second part. Okay. So we have completed today with binary unsigned multiplication using algorithm. Give your attendance.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you discuss previous homework sums? Because all the answers are wrong. All the answers are coming wrong, ma'am.
Okay, you do one thing. Give me those questions. I will make the answer copy and upload it in the on the classroom, and then we will verify it in the next lecture. Will that do?
Okay, ma'am.
Give me the question in. Send me a personal WhatsApp of the question. I will solve it. I will take a picture of it and I'll upload it, and then we will solve it in the next class.
Ma'am, because binary is right, but the final answer is coming wrong.
That is why I told you, do not convert into decimal. Keep it as it is into binary.
मैम मैम बाइनरी में रखा है पर उसका बाइनरी आंसर भी रॉन्ग आ रहा है.
अच्छा ठीक है. Give me the questions. I'll do it for you, and then we'll discuss in the next class. Give your attendance. Faizan,
Present, ma'am.
Hamza, Muzammil,
Present, ma'am.
Tahir,
Present, ma'am.
Viraj,
Present, ma'am.
Om,
Present.
Yash,
Present, ma'am.
Samarth,
Present, ma'am.
Devang, Reva,
Present, ma'am.
Soham,
Present, ma'am.
Jonathan,
Present, ma'am.
Sakshi,
Present, ma'am.
Om,
Present, ma'am.
Murdul,
Present, ma'am.
Asna,
Present, ma'am.
Dhruv,
Present, ma'am.
Sanika,
Present, ma'am.
Mayuri,
Present, ma'am.
Pritesh,
Present, ma'am.
Hiteshi,
Present, ma'am.
Aditya. अच्छा हाँ. प्रयाग,
Present, ma'am.
मोइज,
Present, ma'am.
आकाश,
Present, ma'am.
सोनिया,
Present, ma'am.
दिशांक,
Present, ma'am.
अक्ष,
Present, ma'am.
साहिल.
Present, ma'am.
Sahil, it would be good if you change your display picture. Nidhi,
Present, ma'am.
Pratham,
Present, ma'am.
Lok,
Present, ma'am.
Devang,
Present, ma'am.
Drashti,
Present, ma'am.
Pooja,
Present, ma'am.
Krishnam,
Present, ma'am.
Nirmal, Pruthu,
Present, ma'am.
Harsh,
Present, ma'am.
Krisha,
Present, ma'am.
Kenneth,
Present, ma'am.
Vignesh,
Present, ma'am.
Jay,
Present, ma'am.
Nishit,
Present, ma'am.
Parth, Varshil,
Present, ma'am.
Shakira,
Present, ma'am.
Taha,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Arjun, Prithvi,
Present, ma'am.
Keval,
Present, ma'am.
Sushant,
Present, ma'am.
Dhruv,
Present, ma'am.
Kush,
Present, ma'am.
Rudra, Gayatri,
Present, ma'am.
Gargi,
Present, ma'am.
Kavya, Nishant, Yash, Solanki,
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Prem,
Present, ma'am.
Sharad, Shrey,
Present, ma'am.
Tanmay, Naman, Nishant Zaveri was not able to join the meeting with the help of meeting code or link. How is that possible, Nishant? Soham, how is that possible? Everyone could join. Okay. Faizan, can you switch on your camera? Faizan. Faizan, can you hear me? Is he there or left?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you? Okay. Hamza. Hamza is absent. Muzammil.
Ma'am, actually I'm on PC.
Tahir.
Yes, ma'am.
Just put the camera on. Okay. Dheeraj.
Yes,
Dheeraj.
ma'am.
Okay. Om Bhukti.
Yes, ma'am.
Put your camera on. Come closer to the camera. Yash Chauhan. Okay. This is just so that I can identify you all. Remaining, I will do it in the next class. Okay, you all can leave. Solve both the sums. We'll solve it again in the next class and then we'll go to the next topic.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Soham, tell him I also take a Google Meet attendance separately. So if his name is there in that list, I will mark him present over here. Did he attend the class today or he was not able to attend once also?
No, ma'am. He was not able to attend once also.
So he could have told this before, no? Okay, let us see now.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. You all can leave.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, welcome.